Hello and welcome to SGPN's Daily Dog. I'm your host, Britton Hess. I'm here with my favorite Underdog fantasy pick and plays for Friday, May 30th. And then, you know what? Also May 31st. I got some plays for Saturday as well. I'll get to those at the end of the show. Today's entries are all baseball, big baseball day. So we're going to be hitting it hard today. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up the promo code DailyDog, DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or in the Underdog Fantasy app for a 50% deposit match bonus worth up to $1,000. Again, that is promo code DailyDog, DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or in the Underdog Fantasy app for a 50% deposit match bonus. Also, check out Underdog if you're, oh God, I just broke a light. But you know what? A little broken light can't stop us. All right. If you are new to Underdog, as I said, sign up for that promo code DailyDog. And if you're an existing member, log in and see what kind of promos you get. I think the other day I saw there's a 25% deposit bonus going down for existing members. Extender obviously going on if you got that going in NBA, which means you got to play a entry in every leg of the NBA playoff series to get that 100% bonus by game 7. So you should be looking forward to that right now. If you can get through the game 80% or the game 6 80% bonus that happens tomorrow, and then obviously streaks, ladders, all sorts of good stuff going on in the Underdog app, so check that out if you've not done so yet. All right, let's get into the MLB entries for today. MLB entry number 1, Francisco Lindor, higher than 1.5 total bases. I mean, maybe it's low-hanging fruit, I don't know, but I think Kyle Freeland, switch hitter Frankie Lindor can get on the right side of the plate against this lefty Kyle Freeland. Obviously, even if doesn't get the hit for Freeland, he can get hits versus some of these guys in the pen for the Rockies. Rockies have had tough times, 9 wins on the year so far. Absolutely terrible. Lindor, leadoff guy, who maybe was a little bit slow earlier this week and into last week, but good chance for him to wake up right here. So I like Francisco Lindor higher than 1.5 total bases. Then I'm going to take Corbin Carroll higher than 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against the Nationals and Jake Irvin. Corbin Carroll is just popping off the page on his real stats, his advanced stats, and all sorts of matchup data that I look at. I got to go with Corbin Carroll today. Batter's Box likes him a lot, and also some other sites that you might want to be checking out, like Ballpark Pal. There's a bunch more. I could list them all. I kind of cycle through all of them and kind of get an idea of who those people like. I mean, I like Corbin Carroll on a daily basis most of the time, but against Jake Irvin, I think he's going to be just fine. You love the guy who has got that power and that speed at the plate. So 3.12x with Francisco Lindor higher than 1.5 total bases and Corbin Carroll higher than 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. MLB entry number 2, we're going Kerry Carpenter higher than 1.5 total bases against Seth Lugo. Lugo, I think, has maybe been pitching. His results have been a little bit better than he deserves right now. I think that Kerry Carpenter is an elite leadoff hitter. I think it's a division matchup. I think that they want to set the tone. I think Kerry Carpenter is probably going to get on base in his first at-bat in this game. I'm going to pair that with Luis Arraez, higher than 1.5 total bases. Luis Arraez, I was talking about it on Just Win Sports, the sports betting podcast today with Amal Shah. Luis Arraez, of qualified batters, has by far the slowest bat speed, yet the guy just makes contact. His square-up rate is elite. The only guy who has a better square-up rate than him is Mookie Betts. So he doesn't swing the ball that fast, or the bat that fast, which is why he doesn't have a ton of homers. The guy just gets singles. He can find gaps for doubles, but usually multi-hit games. This is why this guy's won 2 batting titles. So Luis Arraez, higher than 1.5 total bases. Kerry Carpenter, higher than 1.5 total bases, 3.3x. We're going to go some more MLB entries here. We're going to Aaron Judge, higher than 1.5 total bases. I know that everyone's going to look at him to have the home run against Tony Gonsolin. That's obviously possible, but the price is so low. Why even mess with it? Just take Aaron Judge higher than 1.5 total bases. Give yourself way more outs. Obviously, he's a double hitter. He can hit multiple singles in a game, triples. And that home run option is still there. And then Mark Vientos, higher than 1.5 total bases. Similar story. I think that he's got a good shot to hit a home run in this game against Freeland and the Rockies, but I think Vientos could also just get a couple knocks or actually get a double in here. He's not the best runner. I mean, he definitely isn't, but I think that he's capable of getting it, but you get the home run equity and you just get a lot more outs. So that's why I like Vientos and Judge with higher than 1.5 total bases, despite them kind of having power hitter reputations. And obviously Judge's power hitter reputation precedes Mark Vientos quite a bit, but this is a 2.88x multiplier. MLB entry number 4. I've been talking about Kyle Freeland a lot. That's why I'm going to take higher than 2.5 earned runs allowed against the Mets. I think the Mets are going to be able to put up 4 runs in the first 5 innings here. We only need 3. So give me Kyle Freeland higher than 2.5 earned runs, and hopefully this stinking Mets offense gets going early because, man, sometimes they underwhelm. Then we're going to go with Josh Naylor, higher than 1.5 total bases. I mean, I'm using Corbin Carroll. I'm using Josh Naylor. I'm using, I think, Eugenio Suarez later. So, I really like this matchup for our guys on the Diamondbacks against Urban and the Nationals. The Nationals had two big dominant offensive performances and good pitching performances against the Mariners in the last two games. It's going to be a little bit of a different story down here in Phoenix at Chase Field. That is a 2.71x multiplier. Pitchers entry number 1, Kyle Harrison plus Cal Quantrill, higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. I think Giants or Marlins are going to score here. I think they got a lot of power at the top of their lineups, and I don't think these pitchers are scary whatsoever. I think that Cal Quantrill could easily give up a home run in the first, but also don't sleep on the Marlins offense. The Marlins offense has been coming along. Agustin Ramirez becoming a young star in this league. Obviously Jesus Sanchez, who's had the advanced stats forever, and now it's kind of starting to click in the last couple of weeks as far as his contact and power is going. And then, Norby, Wagaman, all these other guys are definitely capable of getting things done. Let's go higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed there. And then in the Cardinals-Rangers game, Matthew Liberatore versus Jack Leiter, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Liberatore and sorry, I'm losing my words a little bit. Liberatore and Jack Leiter. I think Jack Leiter is probably going to get hurt in this one a little bit, like not hurt, but like he's going to get busted up a little bit by this offense eventually. But I do think that there's a good chance that there is a good chance that they get out of this inning cleanly. Next up in the pitcher's entry, that's a 3x multiplier, by the way. Next up in the pitcher's entry, Mitch Keller, Nick Pivetta, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. I think Keller can get out of an inning. I don't think he can get out of the first 5. I don't think that this is going to be a good game for the Pirates by any means, but I do think that he can do just enough to get those 3 outs needed. And then Nick Pivetta obviously having a dominant year against this pretty bad Pirates offense. The offense obviously got a little bit going in the last bit of that series against the Diamondbacks, but it was just some good pitching matchups that will not be replicated. So that's a 3x multiplier with the yes run first inning in the Giants game and a no in the Rangers game. Wait, what did I just? Sorry. It's also a 3x. I confused myself. It's also a 3x in the Pirates game against the Padres. That is a no run first inning and also no run first inning in the Dodgers against the Yankees game. I know there's power in these lineups, but I think they'll get out of one inning. 3x multiplier on that one. That was the second one. I don't think I talked about Freed and Gonsolin enough, but you get the gist. 2 solid pitchers for at least 3 outs. Freed for much more. Lotto number 1, Lucas Giolito, higher than 3.5 earned runs against. I think that the Braves are going to be able to make some noise here. Riley Green, higher than 2.5 total bases. You heard me talk about how I think Seth Lugo is a little bit overrated statistically right now. I think he can definitely get a couple of doubles, get a triple, get a homer, get 3 singles. I don't care. Just get it done. And then Eugenio Suarez, higher than 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I think he's going to have crowded bases to work with. Obviously, you can get a home run and get there as well. 15.41x, or if you flex it, 7.7x if it goes 3 for 3, 2.21x if it goes 2 out of 3. Dong squad, Wilson Contreras against Jack Leiter, higher than 0.5 home runs. Ronald Acuna, higher than 0.5 home runs against Lucas Giolito. Corbin Carroll, higher than 0.5 home runs in that one against Urban. 74.85x if you flex it, 37.42x, 6.33x if it goes 2 out of 3 on the flex. I recommend flexing. All right, UFC for tomorrow. Aaron Blanchfield, higher than 3.5 takedowns against Macy Barber. Macy Barber did not look good on the scales. I think Blanchfield's going to find her takedowns. I think Barber's going to try to wrestle with her a little bit, then get up and get taken down again. Dustin Jacoby, fight time higher than 12.5 minutes against Bruno Lopez. Lopez is just going to try to grapple him the whole time. Justin Jacoby is a veteran who can try to draw this fight out deep into the third round. 3.21x on that one. UFC entry number 2, Alan Nascimento, fight time lower than 14.99 minutes against Jafel Filio. Both these guys are jiu-jitsu aces. I think one of these guys can probably find something. Dusko Todorovic, higher than 18.5 significant strikes against Zach Reese. Who the hell is Zach Reese to be such a favorite against Dusko Todorovic? 3.12x. NBA entry number 1 for Saturday. Tyrese Halliburton, 20.5 points higher. Jalen Brunson, 31.5 points lower. Star fade, star follow. 3x on that one. Miles Turner, higher than 1.5 3-pointers bid. We took lower last game. We hit that part, and we're going to go the other way here because the odds have flipped a little bit. Then Karl Anthony Towns higher than 22.5 points. The dude just scoring 3.3x multiplier. French Open overnight for Saturday morning early. Madison Keys lower than 0.5 sets lost. Jack Draper higher than 1.5 sets lost. I think he left a little bit on the court against Gael Monfils. I think he's going to have to go 5 at least again, and he might lose against João Fonseca. 3x multiplier. French Open number 2. Alexander Bublik higher than 1.5 sets lost against young Henrik Rocha. Rocha is built for this. Bublik played like a bad man last game. We'll see if that keeps up. Then Alexander Zverev lower than 1.5 sets lost. I think that he's too good on this surface to lose more than that. 2.32x multiplier. All right, that's all I got for you today. Good luck on your picks this weekend. Let's make some money.